I mean, I think one of the interesting things as we talk to new financial institutions in the space is the question of how do I scale, given how terrifying it is to potentially engage in a new product that has significant risks. How do I capitalize on revenue that is needed by moving assets around, but still secure those assets safely, right? If you look at a few years ago, prior to Fireblocks, generally people in the OTC and market making space were manually moving transactions around, going through test transactions to basically confirm counterparties that they were settling with. Settlement periods from your large OTC desks and market makers used to be hours, not minutes. And this was just a reflection of kind of non-suitable infrastructure for these capital markets use cases. When you think really about what it means to grow and scale a product, right, reflective of a real capital markets use case. If you look at the traditional space, there's a lot of automation in terms of payments. There's some manual intervention, but there is a significant amount of automation to scale the business. And we need that to be reflected in the digital asset space, right? And what that requires is real infrastructure that enables that kind of automation, right? That has the right exit points for human intervention, but given the right kind of historical data and the right governance, you can really drive at automating things like settlements. We have a client that talked about how they were able to decrease their settlement times, therefore opening up credit for their customers to be able to basically settle and trade with them more. And that's really what we're trying to do for a number of our clients and allow them to really, take advantage of their areas of, value in the space, not necessarily constrained by infrastructure.